And of course, why would you want to bring a large knife to a gunfight? But in the early part of the war, there were still quite a few of those battles that we fought with the saber. And now we see the Federal infantry moving forward. Again, line abreast. The colors in the middle of the battalion. As they now try to engage and push on the Confederate position at Camp Johnston. Confederate skirmish line is falling back, as well as some of their artillery. So the Federals have deployed mounted cavalry. We see that the dismounted Federal cavalry has taken skirmish formations, pushing back the Confederates. And the Federal infantry is now closest to the audience. They are preparing to fire a volley. Actually, what they're doing is firing by files. So each man is taking a turn, aiming and firing. So they're alternating their firing rather than firing the entire battalion at one single shot. They're spreading out the fire, and now they'll begin firing at will. As each man loads, they'll pick a target and try to engage in firing. So this will seem a little bit of a scattered shooting, but what's happening is each man loads, and as fast as he can load, aim, and pick a target, he'll fire his weapon. Again, typically a well-trained infantryman is only going to be firing 3 rounds a minute, and that of course diminishes as the rifle gets dirtier and more difficult to load. It looks like General Grant has succeeded in pushing back the Confederates from Camp Johnson. As they approach closer to the village of Belmont, as they approach closer to Camp Johnson, now the Confederate artillery over in Columbus, Kentucky is able to start targeting and firing as well. General Polk, realizing that the Federals are now pushing on Belmont, is bringing up additional support to the troops at Camp Johnson from the Confederate positions in Columbus, Kentucky. far end of the field, the Confederate Army is passing through their gun line and bringing up additional reinforcements. Now, traditionally, we are always associated with the Confederacy, the St. Andrew's Cross that you see on the battlefield. What you're seeing now is a polk flag. The different corps within the Army of the Tennessee actually carry different battle flags. And this is a white flag. This is a blue flag with the big white dot. Was a corps of General Polk. And so Leonidas K. Polk had his own battle flag for his corps. And as the commander here, that's why the troops are carrying the Polk flag. Okay. Federal bugle is blowing a retreat. Fight your way back. Fight your way back. And you can see the federal cavalry is skirmishing in retreat. So one line fires and falls back. Passes the next line. They will fire and fall back. This way, keeping a fire on the enemy while they retire their battle line. Supported by additional troops. It looks like General Grant's victory at Belmont is going to be postponed as additional Confederate forces come onto the field. It's worth noting that these troops were all green, and for most of the men on the field, unless they had served in the war with Mexico in 1847, these were troops that had not fought or seen the elephant, as the expression would be, later on during the war. So you hear the Confederate rebel yell as the Confederate infantry comes forward to help defend Camp Johnson. Pushing forward, Grant has not brought forward any artillery support, so he has cavalry and infantry, but no heavy guns. He has one section of the Chicago Light Artillery, and he also has fire support, but his fire support is from gunboats on the Mississippi River. So, without heavy artillery to support his position, he has decided to fall back and regroup and reconsider what's going on, as the numbers are no longer as decidedly in his favor. So it looks like the Confederates are moving forward now.
Some.
The Federals have fallen back.